So just a little disclaimer before we actually get too far into the video. I have not been very great about actually vlogging what we've been doing. I've been getting pictures and videos, but for a while in this video it is just going to be very montagey, and I will do my best to explain what we're doing. But I have been very caught up in the moment, and I'm very actually proud of that, because it's sometimes it's been difficult for me to really just be present in the moment, and I've been doing a lot of that lately. So this isn't really an apology, but more of like a warning. But I do have a lot to talk about later on in the video. So the other thing that I wanted to address a little bit is the fact that this is out of order. I am still behind on all my videos. I am still editing New Orleans, but I just really haven't had the motivation to want to edit when I could be actually enjoying the people and things that we have here around us. So once we stop the vacation portion of our trip, I will get all of that finished. But I thought that this video was important. I had a lot of things weighing on my heart, and I just really enjoy it here. So this is out of line with the order of the trip. We are in North Carolina when video wise we should still be in Florida. Okay, so Jessica just reminded me that I've been forgetting something important. So thanks. I have not been vlogging at all. And I haven't been since we got to North Carolina. So I'll catch everybody up when I get home, but we just hiked to this really pretty waterfall at Chimney Rock. And it's gorgeous, worth the hike. I'm very sweaty right now. So I'm going to finish out the hike and I'll see you at home.
Oh.
So I was just gonna finish the hike like a good girl, but we're caught in a thunderstorm. I'm so excited. We're so high up right now that it feels like we are like inside one of the clouds. Yeah, but because we're hiking on this trail, none of the rain's hitting us yet. So cool. Oh my gosh. So I thought I'd do some more vlogging and talking while I'm out, but first, to explain what I'm doing right now, I am on a bike ride. I decided that instead of just sitting around the house today and writing postcards, which I still intend to do just later tonight, that I wanted to get out, I wanted to explore the neighborhood, but I also wanted to be physically active because I really enjoy moving my body and getting exercise, but not working out in the traditional sense. So on a bike ride in the neighborhood, I packed myself a lunch, so I am currently sitting with an overview of the river that's in the neighborhood and eating lunch by myself. And let me tell you, I consider myself to be very independent, but sometimes getting the courage to actually like go out and just do things by myself is really hard, because I do enjoy being around people and I do enjoy talking and spending time with other people, but I've been trying to get myself comfortable doing things by myself and for myself. So that kind of leads into what I wanted to actually talk about. And if you are following me on Instagram or friends with me on Facebook, you've already seen this like twice. But one of the things that I feel very called to talk about and to share my experience with is body positivity. And I know that body positivity is one of those things that we see everywhere. We see it preached everywhere, but my personal experience with it is obviously going to be way different than somebody else's. So, yesterday, which you'll also be seeing in this video, we went hiking. We went to this really pretty rock and we went hiking. And it was really cool. It had so many different ways you could experience this place depending on your fitness level. And so I really appreciated that. And had the best time. Was so happy. We ended up doing the hike that I wanted to afterwards, and we went to the waterfall. And it was gorgeous. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I've said this probably a million times, but I love the water. I love being around water. I love looking at water. I love swimming. Any activity that involves water, like, count me in. So I was having the time of my life, even though I was drenched in sweat, much like I am right now. And even though my lungs were burning and the humidity was starting to get to me, I was having so much fun and just existing in my body. Just letting myself do the hike, letting myself exercise without fear of what my body looked like, just what it felt like. And honestly, I felt great. And I'm not going to be doing a full, like, deep review of what my personal beliefs are about size and health and everything. That'll be a separate video that I've decided to do. But in the moment, and I didn't realize that until later on that night when I was looking at all the pictures we took, because I just was letting myself enjoy the waterfall. I was enjoying cooling off. I was, laughing. I was enjoying all the company. And then I get home and looking at all the pictures I got. And the first thing I did when I saw those pictures was to tear myself down for how my body looked. I wasn't enjoying the memories that we captured. I wasn't reliving the moment. I wasn't thinking about how I felt. I looked at my body and instantly started tearing down everything that I thought was less than desirable about it. And I'm not saying this to make myself look bad or to further talk down on myself, but it's just the reality. It was my reality in that moment. And I consider myself to be somebody that has pretty high self-worth. And with self-worth, I believe, doesn't always have self-confidence. Those to me are two completely different things. And here's why. So self-confidence for me is more of, this is how I feel in the moment. And self-worth is more, this is just what I am. So I could say something like, I feel really pretty today. And that would just, for me, be boosting my self-confidence. But boosting my self-worth would mean saying to myself, I am beautiful no matter how I feel. No matter how I feel about my body or how I see myself in that moment, I'm still beautiful regardless. So I just wanted to take a couple minutes today while I'm on my bike ride and enjoying my lunch to really express those ideas, because I did not enjoy looking at my body in those pictures, and I had to remind myself that I am more than a body. Anyone else watching this, you're more than a body. You are so much more than what your body looks like in pictures. And I just had to remind myself of that. And looking back on those pictures now, even just a couple hours later, I absolutely love them. And I love them not because I love how my body looks, but I love them because of the memories that are behind them and the people that were there with me and everything that I got to experience. The other thing that I think is really important to address for me in my experience with this, in my journey to really realizing my self-worth, is that I'm a Christian. I uphold Christian beliefs and values, and one of those is that I am one of God's creations, and He created me in His image, and He created me beautiful. And it's really hard sometimes to, actually accept that, because when we look in the mirror, we see everything that we don't like about ourselves. But when He looks at us, He sees His children and His creation, and He loves us so much, regardless of how our body looks in pictures or if our makeup is perfect or whatever. And I just think that that's something that I've really had to struggle with, is realizing that my self-worth is not dependent on who I say I am or what I say I am or what anyone else says about that. It is 100% based off of who God says I am and who He created me to be. And He did not create me to be somebody that is so caught up in how my body looks and how it'll look in pictures that I don't go out and enjoy and live my life. My self-worth is based off of Him and what He says about me. And He says so many things about me, and I'll link a couple of things and tools that have really helped me. Some of them are going to be Christian based and some of them are going to be secular based, but this has been quite the journey, and something that this summer has become super important to me. So thank you so much for listening to me talk for probably like 6 minutes about this, and enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. One of my goals for the day was to figure out for myself and for the rest of the family, if they wanted, is how to get down to the river and get in the water, because we have this river like right in our neighborhood. And I have Found it! I'm so excited. It feels so nice after biking around for a good hour or so to be in the water. And as you know, water is my best friend. So I'm very happy right now. Hey, so I am back, and this is me while I'm editing the video. We are actually no longer in the same place we used to be. This is the week after, but the pictures you're about to see are the pictures in question, and I didn't include them in this video. They are on Instagram and Facebook, but for the purpose of having everything in one place for me later, I am putting all the pictures afterwards, so enjoy.
Vậy vâng.